right now the thing we want to do is, now when I tap an effect, this is how the system works. I tap an effect, and the effect shoots a green proxy out, a proxy that when it hits this guy, it'll make the effect, and it goes downwards currently. Now, that used to work with this system because the sound object was below the belt. Obviously, it's not going to work with this one. Instead, I want to do something that automatically finds the object and just shoots a proxy right above it, so it'll collide next and do the processing. Fortunately, I already have that function built in. When you actually stretch, you do a stretch gesture. I don't know if I screencasted that, but I had a stretch ability, and when you stretch it out, it finds the stretch effect and makes that shoot proxy right above here, even if it's not the currently selected one, and it just works. So you can pretty much copy and paste that code, and it's not a bad idea. I think I even refactored it already. So we want what happens when we pinch? Okay, we do a handle pinch gesture. So that's going to be on the audio buffer entity. Pinch. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. So we find the time stretch entity, the effect. And then once we have it, we do this stuff, which is not that much. Set the parameters. We don't need to do that with an effect because parameters are set. So pretty much find the size. Set. I don't know what that's about. Oh, the size is probably a local variable. No. No, I don't know why they use size for initial pinch Y. Maybe that should be position. Yeah, that's weird. Anyway, it's a one-line thing. Fire on move. Okay. We now need to find the audio buffer entity. Yeah. It's not hard. Okay, so that's a problem for the effect. Oops. Effect entity. Effect entity is a pretty big class now. Let me see how many lines. No, it's not. Well, it's a medium size, 800 lines. I can't say that's small. Okay, so when we are touched, right now we fire. We do fire proxy. And we just need to change fire proxy. Instead of doing that, we want fire proxy on moving entity. Yeah, we don't want to deal with this calculating. Okay, so let's find the audio buffer entity. So that's just audio buffer entity. I'm not even sure if we have that one here. Abe. That's kind of nice. I never used that one before. Audio buffer entities are Abes. So we do if Abe, then you do something. Otherwise, you can't really do much with it, so don't bother to fire. Yeah? We should make sure we handle the null case later, but we do Abe equals, yeah, we have to do, yeah, we're probably going to get the game state, something like this. Abe entities. How's that? Abe. No. If Abe entities count, then we just take the first one. Like so. And all we need to do now is fire proxy on moving entity Abe. And we're done. How's that? I think that's sweet if that works. Let's comment this out until we're sure. Wouldn't that be so easy if that was it? We don't even need Abe. We could just... It's still under 80 chars, which is the libav rule to fit in the whoever's tiny screen working on the 12-inch PowerBook. Oh, my Mac's not charging. Hold on, I have to shake the cable. Need a distraction. So let's find fire proxy again. Yeah, so we're not doing anything, we're just doing a fire proxy. So that should handle everything. Let's see if that builds. Probably does. Nope. Nope, nope. Abe entities. Abe entities. This is the hardest word to spell, I swear. I always get that wrong. Undeclared identifier time stretch effect. Sure, you don't know what that is, and you shouldn't. But we want our audio buffer entities. Ah, like that. Yeah, and we have to cast it here. Alright, we're good. So, what do you think? Do you think that'll work? Do you think I'll be able to fire effects now? Let's, without further ado, test. So, this is what the sound is. No. It's so hard to touch this. Alright, so I'm gonna click on, let's change it to slap reverb. Oh, this mirror thing is so weird. Oh, you want to see something cool? The texture drawings actually procedurally generated, and the parameters have direct effects. So if I put the delay on large, the thing moves a lot slower. I'm not sure, the tail might get bigger. I can't remember for this one. But there's a direct effect. It's all periodic, so it's just written using sine functions. Anyway, I'll put the delay on somewhere in the middle, decay on high.
No.
Alright.
This is a long sound. I'm saying long sound. No.
Well, that worked.
This is a long sound. I'm saying long sounds without.
Let's try phaser.
No. This is a long sound. I'm saying long sounds with O. No.
Yeah, that seems to work fine.
This is a long sound. I'm saying long sounds with O. No. This is a long sound. I'm saying long sounds with O's and E's and no.
This is the whisper effect.
This is a long sound. I'm saying long sounds with O.
Yeah, I think we're pretty good. Let's commit that. So what do we do? Yeah, we are not ready to commit that. We take out these. And we change the to do into a bona fide comment. Okay. Yeah, so this is less code, and stuff like this doesn't help our line count, but you can't let that bum you out. Alright, so the thing basically works. Since our plan changed, I'm a little bit confused. We're going for this guy right here. Well, right here. And yeah, so we've got the part on the bottom done. Our sliders are now still stuck in this kind of thing. So we pretty much have this, except this is a lot lower, and there's a green thing in the middle. So if we really want vertical sliders, any reason to use horizontal sliders here? We could put them right here, and that might also be okay. But we have the same issue, and this happens to me right now. When I'm touching this slider, sometimes I move the bar. Because you know your thumb's pretty much from here to here. So if you happen to put too much, you touch down the bottom first and slide, that's going to slide the belt. Vertical is cool. I really like vertical. Let's do vertical. No reason not to do vertical, right? No reason not to. Yeah, whatever. There's always a reason not to. You can always do it and undo it. Alright, so how do you make something vertical? Well, this is all set up in the whatchamacallit filter view controller. Alright. Spacing out. Effect prime slider, right? So we create them just like, they are UI sliders right now. So if we want to draw it vertically, there's like, so tempted just to make this a straight up object. But then I will have to tie these targets. It's not like that's so hard to do, but yeah. If I make them UI sliders too, I can reuse them in lots of places, maybe. Alright, so how do you make the slider vertical? It's probably orientation or something. Let me go to this. Oops. Okay, orientation. Sliders are always displayed as horizontal. What does that mean? I'm very surprised that there are no vertical ones. Is that true? Maybe NF slider is different. UI slider vertical. That's a good question. You're kidding. It's just a CG transform. Alright. Let's try that. Kind of surprised if that fixes the touch part too.